stress, often associated with the bloody death of demons.
I didn't help Megan.
I didn't help Megan.
I was scared like a baby.
I was scared like a baby. Okay, now you hear me. I wanted to run to Megan.
I wanted to run to Megan.
But I was doing what the teacher said.
But I was doing what the teacher said.
I did the best that I could. It's okay, you can say it.
I did the best I could.
Yeah, you did. See, the story itself is less powerful than the way we tell it, isn't it? I'm really sorry.
For what?
For all us adults making you kids deal with this problem rather than fixing it ourselves. That's not fair.
Yeah, we've received your thoughts and prayers. Thanks.
But you know what gives me hope?
What?
You. You and your whole generation blow me away. You're already taking on the big issues way better than us.
No pressure.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The road trip ends for the Jazz here as they leave for Utah right after the game. And the Pacers start off with the ball. Now, here is Halliburton. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Second shot opportunity. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Smith. Plays it up off the glass.
Yeah, Smith makes you pay when he gets inside. Despite not being that big, he's got a lot of game in the paint.
Poke loose. Pass to George. From downtown, Indiana again missing. Smith outside. Utah moving it around. Back to Reddish. Halliburton with the steal. Lays it up and banks it in.
Halliburton doing what he does so well, creating easy looks for his teammates. Outstanding court vision.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Smith. Launches a three. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Mitchell outside. Takes a three. Hits it from three-point range.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
Smith with a wide open look. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And there it is for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The tray. Utah gets it back. Here's Smith. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Smith's got 7 points.
And, you know, Smith says, bump that. I'm not going to let the defense overwhelm me. If he's close to the rim, he's going to find a way to score around good defense.
Clock at 6. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Once again, give it up for your first minute team.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. The statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. George, that's a two-pointer. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. To the paint. Here's Halliburton. And at last, they get one to fall.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Smith for three. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And here's George. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's stolen by Reddish. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Fires from deep. Utah with the rebound. Now Reddish. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. It's tipped. Pass to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And a missed layup. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Over in the corner, Reddish. Sinks the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now, here's Halliburton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Back to Mitchell. They need this one. They get it again. That one misses.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
To the left side wing. Misses the baby hook. Indiana trailing here. going to go that time.
Indiana foul. Number
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Utah calls timeout. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. And here's Utah. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Livingston. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Lewis. And now Utah, fast break. Lets the three fly. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the three in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Tipped away. Done with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Lewis outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Pacers trailed by 10. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, you look at Thaddeus Young, he has a nice high release on that jump shot, and you know what? He's become really good shooting off the catch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lewis outside. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Lewis has got 8 points.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
everyone.
There's 10 seconds left in the first. Outside Holiday. Back to Mitchell. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night. Outside Lewis. And so it's the Utah Jazz in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting at
The Jazz, 26.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Fires the three. Good on the triple. Lewis has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Jazz. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
The three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Pacers trail by 11. Here's Mitchell. He takes it in. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Out to Kuzma. Pass to Lewis. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Launches it. And the three ball is good. Kuzma's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Taken away.
Love the opportunistic defense, guys.
Back to Lewis. Up and in on the layup. Lewis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Pass to Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Defensive boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Azubuike. 5 on the clock. Here's Lewis. There's the drive. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Lewis has got 17 now. Mitchell in the corner. Shoots the three. That one, no good. And Utah the other way now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Boy, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
The kick out to Holiday. Indiana moving the ball around. It's Young on the wing. Back to Mitchell. From deep three-point range, Kuzma pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The Jazz shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. The free throw drops for Lewis. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
From deep, Lewis misses. Pacers trailed by 13. Pass to Finney-Smith. Inside. To the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
The kick out to Young. Now here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The kick out to Young. That 3 off the mark. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Jazz call time here. And Utah has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Lewis. There's the 3. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here's Covington. Halliburton in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Reddish. Driving to the basket. And Reddish with the slam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Livingston, that's good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
George way outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Oh, I tell you what, known for his dunking ability, as soon as Smith Jr. is cleared to take off, he gets up there in a hurry.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Left in the first half of the game. Halliburton outside. Back to Burks. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc, the shot misses.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Livingston. He's off on that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Halliburton outside. Over Smith. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
I like seeing Smith use his good speed and quick hands to bother shooters, and it's always good to see young players getting after it on the defensive end.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Over to the wing. Pacers with the rebound. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college. That scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Outside, George jacks up a three. Rebound by Smith. Jazz leading by 19 points. Vanderbilt with the screen. Here's Reddish. No good on that one. George with the defensive effort. Puts up a three. And no good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. They set the pick. Out to Kuzma. From deep. It's not going to go for him. Mitchell with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. A crossover. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level on the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Pass to Lewis. A three ball. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Down low. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Kuzma, left side. Outside for Lewis. Nice move. Trying to get open is Kuzma. He takes it up and lays it in. Lewis has got 23.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Back to George. George double teamed. Williams with the steal. Lewis on the way. Back to Dunn. Lewis left side. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. And the Pacers call time here.
Indiana calls timeout. Shows the glove, clap your hands. Here they are, your Indiana Pacers.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Williams.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Outside for Lewis. For three. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On the wing, George. Outside, Covington. This one for three. Trains the three-pointer. Covington's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Kuzma, left side. Over George. Back to Dunn. To the inside. Here's Williams. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Down low. Stolen by Lewis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Vanderbilt with the block. Pass to George. From deep three-point range. Utah with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
3 on the clock. Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Livingston with it. He has 5. Outside Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 15-point game. Now, here is Halliburton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Halliburton with the steal. Mitchell outside. From deep. That shot, no good. Jazz leading by 13. Here's Lewis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Dunn, right side. Pass to Livingston. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Dunn. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here's Livingston. He has 7. To the middle. Another shot. Lewis outside. for the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that'll be his third foul so far. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Whiteside. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Count that one. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Finney-Smith. And so it's Utah. Their lead at 15 going into the break. The defensive work they've done against
the Jazz, 7.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pacers trailed by 15. Young outside. With the drive. And it's slammed in by Young.
That's what makes Young so dangerous, in my opinion. I mean, his ability to cut in off the bounce and finish through contact, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Livingston with it. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, but I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
Pass to Reddish. Six to shoot. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Here's Livingston. Hands it from downtown. And the Jazz lead by 18.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Young outside. And Holiday has it in the corner. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
They're actually starting a new trend, which isn't ideal when it comes to turnovers. It's really becoming problematic.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Whiteside, high post. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And the Jazz making a change here.
For the Pacers.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Substitution for your Pacers.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Whiteside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Whiteside's got 9 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Mitchell is double. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The three-pointer off the mark. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The shot will not fall.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
a dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
The Pacers making a switch here. Utah leading by 13. Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Shot clock at 3. That shot off. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Here's Smith. Here he goes. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
Boy, this guy has dunk contest winner written all over him. Smith Jr.'s cleverness and creativity, really something special. Not to mention his bounce. This guy gets in the air.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 26 points for him.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Utah calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Smith for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Out left to the wing. The 3. The rebound by Halliburton.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Number 88.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
To the left wing. From the arc. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 15. Here's George. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Covington with the steal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Man, I like the activity of Covington's hands. He's constantly active, which is why he's able to get these steals.
Smith outside. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
For 3.
Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Rebound, Utah.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they recover it. Pass to Reddish. Smith on the wing.
Jazz foul. Dennis Smith Jr. Third personal foul. At the line for the Pacers.
And he knocks down the first one. The Jazz making a switch here. And George drops them both. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead. Oh, wow!
It's pretty cool to watch this guy be in this kind of a zone. Dennis Smith, amazing at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
.144 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside for Halliburton. Clock at 4. Covington in the corner. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. .133 left to play in the final quarter.
Good vision that time from Covington. Seems to have a nice knack for making the right pass at the right time.
Oh,
my
great.
goodness! That was special.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Utah.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Dennis Smith.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Utah moving it around. Lewis with the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
A nice shot by George.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now here is Smith. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.